All right, everybody, welcome into the webinar. Appreciate everybody joining us joining in with us today. Going over last week, we talked about building lists on survey hacks. We'll kind of give a brief rundown of that, and we're going to talk about marketing. How do you actually get these deals?
Yeah, excited to get into it. Yeah, last week we talked about survey hacking and with the concept of it and how it works and everything. It's going to be a good one today. Let us know, guys, where you guys are from in the comments here while everyone trickles in. We'll get started in a few minutes, but excited to be back for another Wednesday webinar, guys.
I'll be right back, Dan.
Yep. We'll get a question of the day in here as well. Discord, DJ Destroy, welcome back. Very nice. All right, guys, while everyone's trickling in, you guys can use the chat, get your guys' questions in. We're going to go over survey hacking. We're going to get a list together today. We're going to go after and market some survey hacks with you guys live here. It's going to be a good one. Excited to get into it, guys. What's the question of the day, Ron? You got anything?
Oh, no, I don't have anything.
Let me think. Survey hack. We did it last week. Because it doesn't need to be related to that. All right. Doing well, DJ, man. Thanks for asking. Good to see you in here again. Michigan, Arizona, Oregon coast, California, East Texas, Southern California. Nice, guys. Let us know. Yeah, I'm curious. Were you guys here last week about our survey hack? I'm curious if you guys were here. We're going over survey hacks today, but yeah, go for it, Ron.
Trying to search for survey hack prospects on 20 to 100 acres in land portal. Results include tons of tiny acres, lots nowhere near 20 to 100. So what happens sometimes are the county records can be off, and the county we get records from multiple spots. There is something on land portal where you can search by calculated acreage. It is right below, I believe, Dan. It's right below the acres. So put in 20 to 100 acres, and then also put 20 to 100 for calculated acres. So what that's going to take into account the 20 to 100 or do like 19 to 100 calculated. That's going to also take the geo or the shape of the land and measurements, and that's going to make sure you don't get those small ones in there.
Yeah, and the other thing that might be happening, Ron, is it's I'm trying to think. If it's so also exclude MLS listings, because sometimes the MLS listing will show a smaller acreage than the county provided if they subdivided it or did different stuff to it. So if you see green markers and yellow markers on it, and those are the smaller ones, that just means the MLS acreage and county acreage is off. So the county provided acreage is going to be in your range, but the MLS data overrides that sometimes, if that makes sense. So just look, if there's for sale, if it's the yellow and green pins, the for sale and sold MLS properties, check on that, and you can exclude those, and then you won't have that.
Gonna go through a couple questions since we didn't have a question today. Do you find higher success rate marketing to fully vacant lots or ones with structures? I assume you're talking about for survey hacking. It varies. I like the fully vacant because the amount of options, but I also like the house option, the houses, because it's just a new offer for a lot of these sellers. It's just a new idea. How often are you selling deals? As much as we can. We try to sell as much as possible. We do a lot of big deals right now is what we kind of focus on, bigger subdivide deals. But we always are trying to sell our land. We got a lot of land to sell right now.
Yeah, we do.
All right, guys. If you guys have other questions while we're going through this, please put them in. If you guys have any questions right now, we'll have a few more minutes. Yeah, just let us know in the comments. What'd you say, Dan? How long have they been here?
No, I was just curious if you guys, I didn't say how long you've been. I was curious if how many were here last week to go over survey hack was my main question, because we're like last week was survey hack 101, going over all the details, what it is, how to target it. Now we're actually going to dive a step deeper.
me just make sure. I think I saved that list last week. If not, we can make one real fast. Actually, let's just go through it again. We'll do that again. I'm going to share my screen here, guys. We're going to get started. Like I said, we are doing survey hacking. And I'll explain real quick because a lot of people weren't in here last week what exactly that is. There is an unbelievable amount of opportunity in this right now. Like I'm not trying to oversell this at all. There is just a ton of opportunity to do deals like this. The people that are trying to do deals like this, the people who are trying to do deals like this are making it happen, which is really cool. All right, so let's just real fast. We're going to scroll in. I don't remember where we did last year, the weekend. Let's go Georgia somewhere. What is this? That's not Macon. That's not correct. Forsyth. Monroe. All right, so this is Monroe County, Georgia. I'm going to take off owner names so I can see a little better. And I'm just going to walk through what a survey hack by definition is buying a portion of a parcel. And when we made that definition for this strategy that we came up with 18 months ago, we were very specific about making it really broad, because that's what it is. It can be 100-acre parcel with a mansion on it, and you buy one of the acres. It can be 100-acre parcel with nothing on it, and you buy 99 of the acres. Like there's buying a portion of the parcel. It's not buying the whole thing. And why there's so much opportunity in the strategy is just because there's really like unlimited options you can give to a seller. Honestly, when you're talking to sellers with big land, even with 10-acre properties, you can do this. So that is what survey hacking is by definition, is buying a portion of the parcel. If that doesn't make sense right here or right at this second, guys, watch through this one. We're going to go through other stuff today and then go back and watch the previous live that we did, more so defining it, how to build a list. But let's build a list here, Dan, real fast. And if you can kind of help me as I do this, if there's something that we miss. Let's just do, for the time being, when you are doing this, when you're doing marketing. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some marketing materials together for this. When you're doing this, you really want to separate your list in terms of ones with houses. I think you talked about this last week, Dan.
Yeah.
Separate your list where you have targeting ones with houses, and then you have targeting ones that are completely vacant. For today, we're going to target survey hacks that are, let's say, vacant. Or do you want to do the opposite? Because that's kind of interesting.
No, let's do vacant, I think.
Okay, so we're going to go 20. We're going to do Monroe County, Georgia. We're going to go 20 to 100 acres. I'm going to exclude anything on the MLS. We did all this last week, so I am going to go through this relatively quickly so we can get to the marketing portion. All MLS listings we are going to get rid of. Buildability. How buildable is the lot? I'm going to say at least 30%. Landlocked, I'm going to say no, we really don't need to put that because we're going to put road frontage. Road frontage, we're going to do a minimum of 800 feet of road frontage. And we're going to do maximum 50% wetlands and 50% FEMA. I know I went through that fast, guys. I want to get to the key of this. I'm going to hit apply and see what we get from this list.
Yeah, and we did that last week. If you guys watched the episode, the main thing's the road frontage, so we can go after and subdivide off a small piece of their property. We need road frontage. We don't need road frontage, but it makes it a lot easier for the process. So you can just split it up along the road instead of doing driveways and carving things out. Makes it much easier.
100, Dan, and I'm going to move down our road frontage a little bit. Let's go road frontage 700. Just want to get this list up to like 250, 300. Oh, calculated acres.
Advanced.
Oh, maybe it's advanced. No, it must be advanced.
Go to advanced filters.
Should
be right under acres.
Right here. DKB. So you can literally just put in both these. We won't see bad data, and we won't see a data. There's areas of the country. I don't know what your name is. I'm going to say DKB again. There's areas of the country where data just is poor in terms of the county is poor with data. And that's where some of that stuff can happen.
But one thing we do, never mind. Won't go into that.
All right. So let's scroll in, guys. So let's just, no problem. Let's just scroll in, kind of look at a few parcels. Again, we are targeting right now, 10 to 100 acres, at least 700 feet of road frontage. And all I'm doing as I look through here, like seeing if there's any parcels that don't make sense. Remember, our offer for these sellers. And what we're going to put together with our offer is we're offering to buy a portion of your land, and we'll put together a template together. Any issues with this, Dan? List?
No, I feel good about it.
Not a huge list. These are targeted, and we're going to show you a pricier marketing. Do you have any of those with you, Dan?
Yes, somewhere.
What I'm going to do as Dan's getting that, I'm going to save list. Should I export?
Yeah, I'll grab one.
I'm going to export. What I'm going to export our list. As we do this, we're just going to remove duplicates and remove empty mailing addresses. All right. We could skip trace if you want to cold call this list. If you want to text this list, we're going to show some mail stuff in terms of this. In addition to the filters, what specific type of land would you suggest to target with or without homes? Outside city limits with, that's a good point, is outside city limits does help. I'm not a big city limits guy, especially when you're trying to do improvements or subdivide. Cities can get very, very strict on that stuff. This will be fine for this example. Outside city limits is important. Farmland with home. The type of home I'm not going to get into. It doesn't really matter. What we are going to go to next, guys. So what our strategy has been for getting these deals, and we've been really successful with this, is a more personalized home mailer. And we've built this within Land Portal, so it's really easy to actually get these out. But where we're sending handwritten mail, and Daniel has an example, I believe, with him, where Daniel can show this. I'm going to make it bigger so you can kind of walk through.
Yeah, I'll just show real quick. And we've talked about this a lot in the past, guys. And this isn't necessarily saying target survey hacks only with handwritten mailers, right? Because that's what we're going over. That's just one way to do it. You can text them still, you can call them still, you can mail them with regular mail. This is just one strategy. We're going to show it because it's been successful. This is the envelope. It's all handwritten, real. That's not like AI printer stuff, right? That's real handwritten, pen on paper, and then stamp on it as well. And then you open it up. You can design the front however you want, guys. That's just our logo for this, name, number, all that good stuff. And then at the bottom, or at inside, double folded, right? Really thick paper too. It's really nice quality. Like someone opens this, there's a QR code on the back. You feel the quality in this, right? You feel it. It's really, really solid quality. And you open it up, and then it's all handwritten as well. So this is more targeted, more expensive, good ROI, but really, yeah, it's not cheap. It's just very quality. People will feel it when they open it. That's what we're going to focus on today for this, because we're really trying to get more targeted, smaller list, better results here.
We haven't shown it in a while, and it does such a good job when like big deals, like the ROI, like if you're using those pieces of mail for $300 profit deals, it's not going to work out. But when we're talking about, these are $50, $60, $100,000 profit deals that we're going to be targeting with this. And that's why having a higher, there's some people who spend $10 per marketing piece. There's people who like send a lot of different types of things for marketing to get deals. And like, as you want to make sure the ROI, that return is there. All right. I exported, Dan. Give me a second as I get this up. I think we might do template first, Dan. I'm going to pull up the export though. Give me a second.
Template.
I think we want to create a template first. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
I'm going to get it on the export though. All right. All right. Let me get my screen share back real fast. Share my screen. Get this back up. There we go. All right. So here's our 200 plus whatever it is. I don't remember. 212, 211 rows that we have. All I'm going to do, I know it's hard to see, guys. Give me a second. Bear with me for 1 second. Freeze top row. And then I'm going to give you guys a good view. We'll just go 150%. Should be somewhat viewable. And we'll see all the information in terms of owner information. We're going to use a lot of this stuff, but we're not going to worry about this. What we're going to do right now is Daniel and I don't have one saved in here. So we're going to actually create one in terms of a template. So test account on here. We're going to go add new design. So we went to I'm sorry, I did that really So we went to the mail center here. We have mailing center templates pricing. You can see active mail, or you can see all mailings. You can see active mailings if you have anything currently being worked on, anything in the draft. You can also have a heat map in terms of what has been sent in the past. We're going to hit, I'm sorry, hit the wrong thing again.
You could start there.
I want to get an actual template though, right?
It doesn't matter. You can create a template in this section too. Actually, no, this probably, yeah, you're going to have to upload your list first probably. Okay.
All right. So let's do, we're going to do, these 30 minutes go by fast. Survey hack template. So on the front, let me see if I have anything. All right, on the front, you can put your logo. You can zoom the logo in. If you want to make it transparent and go to the bottom footer, you can do this. I actually like this look quite a bit, especially if you have something simple.
Yeah, that's how this looks right here. That's what this is.
I like that a lot. You can put your full name. You can put your first name, whatever you want to put down at the bottom. You really can put whatever you want. It doesn't have
You don't need anything either.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be a family picture if you're trying to build more like your company, your family, whatever it is on the front. You don't need a logo.
Absolutely. All right. Hold on one second. Let's fix that. All right, let's go inside and we are going to create this. One thing I also, and I was talking to someone else, one thing I also like doing is separating, we don't have time to do it on this, is separating corporations and separating personal owners, where if you do hi and then we put a merge field for first name, it's not good if you're doing hi Apkeland LLC. I don't think it looks good. I don't think it's professional, but that's what I would do, is where you go. Do we have a corporation line, Dan?
I don't know.
But that's what I would do, is where you'll have some with first name filled out.
You have the owner L, or column L is if it's a corp or not. You see that?
Oh, got it. But you can literally, so let's just go here. I'm gonna go data, sort, and we're just going, I'm gonna do it by H, because that looks like that's correct as well. Okay, so it looks like all these. So what I would do essentially is just have a break here and make this a separate Excel. So I would basically do, I'm gonna actually delete these all below, and we're just gonna do owners.
And if you guys didn't want to send to corporations too.
Yeah, exactly. You could just not do that at all. All right.
And that's a filter in Land Portal, just corporate owned, yes or no.
And then you just kind of go through. What you want to do is go through and make sure this first name. So if we're doing hi first name, like we want to make it feel like you pulled out a postcard from your desk and you're writing this yourself. So you want to put in these things, like something like this one, for example. This one's kind of odd. Okay, we have Franklin W. I would probably just change this to Franklin and then remove his middle name. That looks correct. And you just want to go through and like, okay, let's make sure there's not anything like that. Chung PR, that looks fine, I think. H Johnson. So then you can put in something like this, like Mr. Johnson is what I'll always do on something like this. Because again, hi, Mr. Johnson, that makes a lot of sense if it doesn't have the first name, which is it's pretty filled in terms of that. I'm gonna hit save on here real fast. Okay. Hi, first name. Dan, help me write this. Hi, first name. I see you own, I'm going to create merge fields as we go through here. I see you own, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say acre size. I see you own 5, theoretically, acres in Monroe, or you could just do the county here and insert a merge field. Is there a merge field number, Dan? Volume?
Well, merge has county too, Ron. I think that should be in there. Yeah, you could do that. I
might have missed it. Acres in Monroe, or make Monroe County, Georgia. You might want to do state even here. Property state.
Did you see county? Yeah, that was down there.
Oh, that was my county that I made.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Property state. Then you want to kind of sell yourself a little bit. Like I see you own 5 acres, and again, personalize this with who you guys are.
And you probably want to enter down the top so it's not so close to the perimeter.
Yeah, like that. All right.
No, I mean the top.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
How you would normally just write. You want to start at the very top. And you can hit preview to see how it lines up.
Yeah, so you'll see previews up here. I want to get it to where so I'm going to kind of quick go through this, guys, just so we can definitely show you guys the merge actually coming in. I see on this, I am, what do you want? I am a land investor and would like, oh yeah, we're doing a survey hack too. Like to
Yeah, you would say like I'm a
make you
local
a cash
investor.
offer for some or all of your oops,
What are you trying to do?
5 acres for some or all of your parcel, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a land investor.
I'm a local land investor, something like that. You don't need to capitalize land either. Land investor.
What you could do is do something like this because I actually want to show you this. So you could literally do something like this. So remember, we're trying to buy a survey hack. We want to make it personal. So I got to figure out how to do this, but I think this is good. So if you do equals here, maybe I was going to do, hold on. Maybe it's just like whether you want to sell one of your acres or all of
I would
them.
just say some. I would just say if you want to sell a piece of your property or all of it.
I'm looking at this like make cash offers. I said here some or all of your parcel.
Yeah, whether you want to sell one of your acres or all, I don't like that.
Okay, let's stop it there then. I'm a local land investor and I'd like to make you a cash offer for some or all of your parcel.
You could
Maybe a closing cost thing.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, duplicates should come off DJ before. If you definitely don't send duplicate names. Like there are people with the same names. I don't send to the same mailing address though. I will pay for all survey and closing cost to costs.
Yeah. You could say something too, like if you want to make it sound personal, you could say like the first you want a quick intro. We don't have an intro there. Like my name is Daniel or my name is Ron. I'm interested in buying your property in county. So just an intro before that top line is what I would do. Intro what you do and close essentially is like how I'd frame it. Then you can remove that. So yeah, remove that. You could even say something if you want to make it sound more casual. You can say something like, "I know this might sound different, but I'm not necessarily looking to buy your entire property or the entire property.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
mind
able to,
that.
yeah, like I'm able to purchase a portion of your land if you'd consider that, but I'm flexible and open to buying all of it as well." Something like that.
I think it's like I find solution for landowners. I find you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we can tell them the solution.
Okay. So what do you want to start this with?
Delete that. Say like I know this might sound a little bit different. Or a little different. I don't think we need a little bit. A little different. But I'm not necessarily looking to buy your entire property.
I didn't say anything about buying yet. What it's like what we offer.
No, I'd say in many cases, I am able to buy a portion, something like in many cases, I am able to buy just a portion of the land if that's something they'd
He says,
consider.
I am just looking to portion. Yeah, you can definitely use ChatGPT. I'm not.
No, I definitely would for something like.
It kind of gets really too formal, honestly.
No, I would definitely use ChatGPT. Just get our words in here, and then we can follow
have it fix it and kind of. It's more an idea thing.
Yeah. No, I think it works for this, but we get the words out here, and then we'll polish it after. If I were doing this myself, I would 100% use it to start.
Yeah, I know this might sound a little different. I'm just looking to buy a portion of
your parcel or something like that.
In case I'm just looking to buy a portion
of the land. If that's something you consider.
If that is something, and we want to give more background on this, like what it said, ChatGPT can be a tool, obviously, for this. Make it personal. I do like something like, I know this might sound a little different. It's very human. Like that's what you want it to make it feel like you just wrote that letter and you want this piece of land. That is something you'd consider. Please give me I want to get the merged in. Call at 101. All right. Run. All right.
You could also,
if you want to center it a little more, like look at the preview on this stuff. You can also
put an offer as well and be like, in this area, I'm typically paying $3,000 to $5,000 per acre.
It's just hard with not knowing how much you're buying.
True.
So what we're going to do here, guys, we're going to save this design. I'm going to Oh, I like that. You read that right. That's something, but I'm not necessarily going to buy your property.
Avionics.
I like that a lot. I'm going to put that in. You read that right.
Yeah, no, guys.
I will even cover all closing costs associated.
Yeah, no, don't fight. Like ChatGPT, definitely use it for this stuff. 100%. Use yourself, but don't let it do all the thinking. Like prompt it correctly. Make sure it's something that sounds nice and reliable. I would 100% do that.
I will even cover all costs associated with the closing. I like that. Thank you, Gravionics.
There we go. Take a screenshot of that, guys.
All right. Save design. We're going to go back. We're going to get we got a couple minutes. If there's any questions, then ask them real fast. We're going to hit start mailing. It's actually really slick the way this looks, guys. Obviously, this is not going to be yours up here. This is an example, and we just happen to have the same thing. So you can go USPS market mail. You can do first class. First class is going to be faster as far as getting them out. We'll do first class for now. We're going to hit continue. We're going to hit upload file. You can do it from a save search. I always like manipulating my file a little bit like we did. We took out some, but there's some really cool stuff within here. Oh, that's not CSV. Hold on. CSV. All right, and we are going to find this survey hack template. That's a template we're going to use. And what you look at here, guys, it's going to it's going to auto. So these ones are easier, the forms, but you want to make sure these ones, these are filled. This is not correct. It is not Mail County. It is parcel county. It's where the land is. And this is lot acres. And this is parcel state. That's correct. So you want to make sure your columns line up. That's really, really important, obviously. We're going to hit continue here. Everything's good. It will give you errors up here. If something's not filled out, it's going to give you some errors. We're going to hit continue here. I'm going to walk through what it looks like in terms of testing. Always look through your stuff to make sure things work. So if we go to inside property state, I thought I had this filled out. All right, let's go back to inside. How does that update, Dan? Parcel state. Let me see if that works. So this is something. So parcel state. I'm gonna have to go back and do this again. But as you go through these guys, this should be Georgia right here. This merge field. Is there a way to update this, Dan?
What are you trying to update?
This wasn't filled out.
Where?
Parcel state, and then now it's not coming over here.
Oh, good. Just go to your merge field.
Yeah.
No, front side or the inside.
Inside.
And then delete property state. And what are you trying to put in there?
Property state, but I can put Georgia here. That's fine.
Wait, put insert merge field. Why is it? And then go up and you can custom it, right? And then your own merge field, and then whatever one you want. State.
Okay. Nice. I've never done that. All right. So you can go through here, guys. As you go through, if you see anything you don't like, if you see anything you have to make adjustments for, you can delete one of the mailings. You can see we have 135 mailings. As you go through, just make sure merge fields are coming through correct. They come directly from here. If your stuff is incorrect in here, it is going to go through and be incorrect. From here, you can preview. You can preview any one. Front side, back side, you can put a QR code as well. Envelope, we didn't put our information here. But you can click through and test everything. Once you test, you continue, order, things go out the door in the next. They'll be printed and out the door within 2 to 5 days, somewhere in there. All right, let me go through these questions real fast, guys. I'm going to stop sharing. But this, I don't know why this keeps hopping up. Are you clicking it?
Yeah, I was clicking that.
Okay. But this is the handwritten stuff, the personal touches. That's what you want to think about in all your marketing, guys. How can I be personal with the way I'm reaching out? Is there a filter for properties that have houses? Dan, go ahead.
Yeah, mortgages and everything. All of that's an advanced filter. If you want to filter by houses, you can do it by bedroom, square footage, land use type, zoning codes, things like that as well.
Curious response rate. This from Philip. Curious response rate with home mailers on Survey Hack versus regular vacant land. Not a ton different, honestly. Like, because there's so many different ways to do it in terms of with regular vacant land. So not a ton of difference from minimal testing, I guess, comparing the two. You need
not enough testing, but I would assume no difference.
Yeah. In addition to what would spec-style land would you suggest to target with? Okay, we already did that. Awesome, guys. I know we kind of finished up there quickly. Got to hop on our members call. Other than that, appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week.